Good morning. Well, I guess by the time this gets posted, it'll probably be like Monday evening. But good evening. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Alex. I am the owner of Hello Yellow, where we customize everything. Yesterday, I decided that I wanted to do a little like mini series thing with a different project each day, since we're stuck here in the house during this like quarantine time. I figured it'd be pretty cool to do a different project each day of the week, Monday through Friday. So today I'm going to be making like an acrylic nightlight thing. These things are pretty cool. I got some bases for them a little while ago. The bases you can get on Amazon for pretty cheap. Like you can get one, you get 2-pack, 4-pack. I got mine from like a Wish kind of website. A little bit better like reputation than them, but Amazon is probably how I'll buy them from now on, just because this took way too long. So this is what it looks like. It's plugged into my computer right now, but it has a USB, so you could plug it into like a block that goes in the wall. And then when you hit the power button, it turns on. It changes colors every time you hit it, and eventually when it circulates through all the colors, it'll turn off. Maybe. There we go. Or you can just hold the button and turn it off. And it's got, I think that's a light sensor in the front. I don't know. Haven't had to use it. It also comes with a remote that doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. I don't know when. Anyway, the button works because it's just one color. Like, you really don't need it to have a remote. So I have to measure the width of this real quick. Oh, I turned it on. I have to measure the width of the opening real quick. And then I'm going to use a design that I bought yesterday, and we're going to kind of fix it up a little bit to make it more what I want it to say. I figured since this is a coronavirus quarantine, we might as well start the week off with a coronavirus project. So I bought the file for like a virus looking kind of 3D graphic. And then we're going to add a circle around it with a line through it that says this is a coronavirus free zone. So let's go ahead and do that art real quick, and then we're going to go down to the laser. So the next thing I need to do is measure this. So I've got my handy left and right hand tape measure, because I'm left-handed and I can't read numbers upside down. So the opening is about 2 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to make sure that this piece here is, this opening at the bottom here is no bigger than that. So the easiest way I find to do it is just make a rectangle from one corner to the other. And it is at 2.76. So that is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and then we're going to go to the laser. Alright, so I have Lightburn open. That's what I use to control my laser. The laser came with some of its own software, but it was only for PC and like Microsoft computers, and I have a Mac. So Lightburn works way better than that program, and it works on my Mac. So I have it set up here. Anything that's black, so all of the engraved parts are going to go really fast with not a ton of power. This is a totally guessed number, by the way. Best thing for you to do is just play around with your own laser if you have one to see what ends up working the best for you, because every time I do stuff I change the settings. Like, I never really used the preset ones that I made originally. And then you can't really see it, but there is a blue outline. That's going to be the cutting one, so it's going to go really slow with a little bit higher power to get through the acrylic, because acrylic's hard to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and then we'll watch it go. It worked. So now what I'm gonna do is I have to peel the I have to peel the sticky brown paper stuff off of the acrylic. That is gonna take a while, and there's a lot of little pieces, so it's gonna kind of suck, but it's gonna look really cool when it's done. So I'm gonna peel that away now. Man, my hair got real frizzy real fast from being outside in the rain. So I have my thing engraved. I'm so excited to see it all lit up. I just want to make a note right now that a lot of what I do, because I've had my laser for almost a year now, but still, a lot of the stuff I do is the same thing over and over again, like coasters and other things. So when I do stuff, a lot of the times it's new projects. This was new. I've done a lot of like small things and like acrylic, like engraved things and all, and I haven't really had an issue with like little pieces of the paper, like the masking tape that comes on it, getting stuck in the little pieces. And when I did, I just used my nail and scrubbed it because it was like a small thing. I've never had to do something this big before, and this was big. So I know from my last stuff that if you get it wet, the paper comes off easier. It comes off in 2 layers though. It comes off in the paper layer, and then it comes off with the adhesive layer underneath of it. So I got it wet, and then I took a sponge and I scrubbed at it, and I did not realize how abrasive the green side of one of those green and yellow sponges is. So there are lots of little scratches like all over it. I do have my Novus scratch remover, so I'm going to try and use that and see how much of it kind of disappears. So I'm going to grab my towel and my scratch remover. We're going to go over this whole thing and see if this makes a difference. The cat's standing here, just watching me, waiting for a chance to jump up on the desk. Alright, let's try this. by taking all of this off in the water, I think it would have been okay just taking a little extra elbow grease if I did it with the yellow side of the sponge. And that way I wouldn't get all these scratches, but whatever. But I think the water also helps a lot with getting all the extra like acrylic dust off, so you don't have to deal with that. Like, it's kind of like two birds, one stone thing, I guess. Looks pretty good. Let's go light this up. I am super excited because I have one of these. It was a trophy that I got from figure skating like 12 or 13 years ago. I'm looking at it now. It doesn't light up anymore, but this is the only time. That's the only one I've ever seen. And it was really cool when I got it. I'm not sure I'd call it a trophy because it's just a piece of plastic with an LED strip under it, but it was cool. So I'm super excited to see what this one looks like. So let's go find a dark room. Alright, so we are in my bathroom because it's the only place I have that doesn't have lights or anything around. So we're hanging out on top of the toilet. I have my, of course, yellow charger pack, and the remote is working now. Green, red, blue, pink, off, on. Pretty cool. But like I said, if it stops working, the buttons still work. So let's try this out. It already looks cool. It's not even in there yet. How awesome is that? All the detail in there. Pretty cool. Alright guys, so that was our first project of the week. This one went really well, so I am super duper excited to keep going and do more projects. Tomorrow, I haven't quite decided what we're going to do yet, so I guess it'll be a surprise for you and me. But I'm very excited about it. So make sure you come back every day to watch all of the quarantine projects, because like I said earlier, I'm going to do a Monday through Friday of this week, and if they go really well and if I can find some new projects to do, then I will do more the rest of the week. Here comes the cat. Bye. Make sure that if you like these kinds of videos that you subscribe to my channel and that you give me a thumbs up if you like them or a thumbs down if you don't, and tell me what you liked about it in the comments or what you didn't like. That way I know what to make for you.